Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Waduva. To the new subscribers, welcome to the family and thank you so much for subscribing. To the old subscribers, thank you all so much for being here. As we all know, the festive season is fast approaching and a lot of people are traveling to be with their families. A lot of people are doing the most with their families and other people are not celebrating Christmas or the festive season with their families. And so in this video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about homesickness. So with no further ado, let's get into this video. So last year, while I was au pairing in the Netherlands, I went through a period of homesickness. Before I talk about my homesickness experience in the Netherlands, I need to kind of backtrack a little bit to when I was still in Namibia. My agent did tell me about homesickness. She explained everything. She kind of like, was trying to prepare me. But for some reason, I thought I wouldn't go through homesickness because I was living on my own for way too long. I wasn't living with my family to start with. And so I had this idea that, I should be okay. Like, it's just, I'll probably miss the food and this and that, but I wouldn't really miss my family or anything like that. That's what I thought. And then, so I didn't really emotionally and mentally prepare myself to go through any sort of homesickness. So fast forward, I'm in the Netherlands 3 months later, and I started going through this really weird emotions. I was really homesick. I was homesick for not too long, but it was a weird period. I was not always, I was like really missing my family. I was missing hearing my people speaking my language. I was missing the food. I was just homesick, like the family is nice. It's nice to be here, but I also I'd like to be home actually. It was like a weird period like that. Was that kind of emotions. And so to start with, because I didn't mentally or emotionally prepare myself for that, when it started happening, I wasn't fully aware that it was actually just homesickness. I just felt like, oh, maybe I'm not really fitting in well with the family, or that kind of thing. But my host mom was really very present during that time. She was the first time I had like a serious breakdown was when we had gone away for the weekend with the family. It was my host dad's father's birthday, and so he booked us somewhere for the weekend, and we went, and I was just having a bad day. My teenage host sister was being a nightmare, and so I was up to there. I was just like, yo, I'd like to actually go home, I was just like done, and I was just having a really weird day. Come the evening, we were going out for supper and stuff, and my host, I just told him that I wasn't feeling well and I didn't want to go. And my host mom was like, no, but what's wrong, Z, whatever. And then as soon as she started asking me what's wrong, it's like all these motions and stuff just came out, and I just started crying, and I was really just I was in a bad space. I was just like, oh, I'm done. And it was just 3 months into the program, so I really wanted it to work also, Anyway, she spoke to me. She asked me what was wrong, and I said, no, nothing, whatever. And then I told her that I didn't want to go, and then she said, okay, if you're not going to go for supper, then I'm not going to go. And then I felt really bad that she was sacrificing the whole evening to stay with me. So I kind of just, gathered myself together, and I went out. It was a great weekend after all, but I think homesickness is just one of those things that it's just like emotions and things that you go through that you have to firstly be aware of and then deal with them accordingly. When I started realizing that I was going through motions of homesickness and things, I really didn't tell my host mom that I was going through homesickness, oh, it's homesickness. It wasn't anything like that, but I think she was kind of also aware, and so she just was very present. Firstly, my host mom really helped me deal with my homesickness a whole lot because she was very present. So I think firstly talking about it to your host family really helps you deal with your homesickness because they know what you're going through at that time, and they can kind of accommodate you and just make room for you to breathe and to just allow you to go through those emotions so that you can then get over them and be able to enjoy your year as an au pair. Secondly, talking to my friends, my friends in Namibia and my family really helped me also go through my homesickness period. It's not much of talking about, oh, I'm homesick right now, can you call? You know, it wasn't like that. It's just like, oh, I miss you guys, or hey, what's up, what are y'all doing? And talking about whatever drama is happening in the family house, or who did what where and what did the taxi driver say, you know, just the vibe, the home vibe. And so that helped me a whole lot. And then thirdly, going out, meeting people. I had met a few au pair friends by that time. And if you're new in your host country and you like haven't made any friends yet, you can always contact your agent. They would always be able to hook you up with some au pair girls around your area or just within the country you're au pairing in. For example, I got connected to some girls. I got connected to some girl that really became good close friends, and then I met some other girls at an au pair event, and that's how I made my first group of friends when I got to the Netherlands. And then just making plans and going out. And I feel like when you take yourself out of your comfort zone and not feel too sorry for yourself, and like you just go out there and just put yourself out there, you slowly get over your homesickness situation. And that really, for me personally, helped me. Every weekend I was up and about. Every other day I was up and about in my city, exploring the city. And then over the weekend I would meet up with au pair friends and like do the most during the weekends. And before I knew it was already summer holiday. We were planning our holidays to Malaysia and whatnot, and I had overcome my homesickness. And so, and then also speaking to your agent and just letting them know that you're just going through these motions really helps them help you. Before you call your family and like, you know, just because they don't know what you're going through, like, you know, they are home. As soon as you start crying and you start showing emotions of sadness and like you're really not happy or anything like that, like my mom is that girl that would just sell the whole house, sell everything and come get me. Yeah. And so for me, for example, if I had to call her crying and what, she'll be like 100% worried, and I wouldn't want to put her through that when it's just like stuff I can work through. And so before I would tell her like anything major happening, I would first try and sort it out by myself, either with my host family, my au pair friends, my agent, before I contacted my mom, so that she doesn't get too worried, because, you know, we know our moms. So according to how we know our moms, then that's how we should, you know, deal and share certain informations about things we are going through. That was last year. This year, homesickness is hitting a little bit differently, because I'm not Namibia homesick this year. I am the Netherlands homesick. I'm homesick for my Dutch family. I'm homesick for Dutch tendencies. I'm homesick for just being in the Netherlands, and hoping after the 15th of December, when the second part of our lockdown has been or restrictions have been lifted, I'm able to go for Christmas home, the Netherlands home, not Namibia home. I mean, it's been my second year, so this year I haven't really experienced such a huge homesickness situation. It's been better, you know. You learn and you know then how to cope. You know what mechanisms and ways to cope with homesickness when it comes. And so this year I did have a bit of homesickness when I left the Netherlands. I really missed the Netherlands a whole lot, and my host family and whatnot. But my host mom again helped me through it. She kept on calling, always checking in on me and whatnot, and so it really helped me when I was settling in France. But I've learned from last year, and so I've being able to deal with homesickness a little better this year. So put yourself out there, make friends, get out of your comfort zone, push yourself out of the comfort, out of the norm, and before you know it, you would have broken through your homesickness. Talk to your host family if you have to. Talk to your agent, like, you know, keep your agent in the loop. Let them know that, hey, I'm going through this. Also, I'm on my socials, you can DM me if you're going through homesickness, like anytime, any day. I will respond. I've been through homesickness. I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like to not have friends, especially when you're starting off. And like, if you need to talk, just DM me. You know, I'm definitely gonna respond. I've been asked to make a video on what to pack when you're preparing to go au pair, and so that video is coming on next week, so do stay tuned for that video. Do not forget to like, comment, and share, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Also, if you have any ideas on whatever video you would like me to make, do not hesitate to put that in the comment section, and I will see you in the next video.